Hey, oh, I got somebody. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? I hope you're doing very well. Life good? Hopefully it is. How's things down in what, lovely Florida? Yeah? Hachtach alder Bafsach. Did I get that right? That's pretty Hessian, huh? What's up, Sven? How you doing, my man? Good to see you all here. Very, 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 very cool. Let me just get this passed out to a couple other people just since yeah, why not? Usually it's just for Patreon podcasts, but if we don't have that many people, it's good to just throw it out there and people want to talk or whatever. Welcome to stay on for a while and answer any questions. This is sort of an AMA, so if anybody has any questions about anything, feel free to ask. Happy belated birthday, my man. How old are you? What, you're 15, right? 15, 16? Happy birthday to you, man. Keeping it young. What's up, Julio? How you doing? I It got really hot today, man. Japan suddenly escalated up into their normal summer weather. But what was nice about today is it wasn't humid. Usually in Japan, the weather here is beyond humid, but today it wasn't so bad. It was kind of nice out actually, like a dry heat. Too old? Jeez. Now you're making this guy feel old. 26. Come on, you're so young. That is about as. I'd give anything to be 26 again. Maybe I wouldn't, but I guess it depends if I could be 26 now and still keep all my memories, then yeah, I'd be good. I think we all would want to drink from the fountain of youth, yeah? Anyways, guys, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everyone's doing good. I just decided to do a bit of a AMA as well as just kind of give an update. I just added onto Idol Underworld the ability to do commemorative checky for the June 2nd Idol Underworld monthly live stream. So now, in addition to, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm really tired today, though. My body is just so run down today. I have no idea why. But I am getting a lot of stuff done, which is good. It's just slow goings. But anyway, as I was saying, I just put up. You'll be able to buy Checky now of Okinawa Electric Girl Saichan, Miho, of course, Zunda, Akane, Daydream Nation, and Marina. Marina is she is a transgendered idol, so she has been really really sweet about joining the live. I Miho played with her maybe once or twice, I want to say, at Heaven's Door, and I really want to be able to offer her a chance to reach out to all of you because I think she's really interested in it. So it's sort of an introduction. So you guys can now pick up Checky plus a Checky pack. There's a couple other idols that are on there, but they're being brought on by Space Cube. And I asked, but typical stuff here, just 5 million questions and no direct answers. And I was like, I'd love to sell their stuff, but who knows? So at this point, it's just going to be the ones I'm taking care of. Oh shoot, and I got a phone call. Hold on. Anyways, oh, 2nd of June is your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Early birthday, I guess. Not only that, Sven, but that's pretty amazing. Very, very cool. Very, 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 very cool. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Physical aches. Yeah, right? It's really serious, like no BS. You're absolutely right. Stuff just gets to you, man. It really 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 gets to you, and I think I've been really just I don't know what it is, just been a little run down. Today it's I'm not kidding, like every muscle in my body aches, but thankfully I don't have too many days like that. But I don't know, I don't want to say I woke up because I don't sleep, but I laid down for a while, got up, and then was just feeling really crappy. So, but I'm really happy to see all of you guys. Seriously, and Sven, I didn't realize that's your birthday, so you'd better definitely watch that live stream. You know, Miho's gonna probably have a crazy message for you. She likes doing that. We'll definitely make sure. So, Hold on, I'm writing that down actually. Sven W's birthday. We got to celebrate. Thank you, Julio. You're so kind. This isn't an AMA. Ask me anything. Although you guys are usually we talk pretty directly. So you guys, you have any particular questions? I'm all ears. But as an AMA, I'd like to field any questions relating to idols, idol industry, what I do, retro RPGs, horror movies, horror stuff, my book that I'm working on. Anything you guys want to ask, I'm here. So dude, you're so young. Don't even look at it like you're closer to 30. You're more like closer to being still forever young. I fucking hate you. I wish I was your age, brother. Enjoy it. Don't get negative on it. Enjoy it because one day you will be 30. And then trust me, when your DNA and your metabolism starts working against you, you're gonna be then you'll start feeling that. But right now you're young, man. Enjoy it. Have fun. Enjoy life. Um, been just working a lot myself though. The problem with me, I work a little too much. So would I ever give your band a listen? Yeah, dude, send me a link. I'll listen as soon as I get off here. Of course I would. I mean, you don't even have to. Don't even think twice, man. I'd be happy to listen. What? Yeah, exactly. Oh, listen, young man. My back ain't feeling 26. Well, that's because you've been taking care of all the ladies. It's hard to do all the stuff you probably do with your back, huh? That was really disgusting. I don't know where my mind's at. Anyways, no, that's great, man. My back sucks too, but see, my back always hurt because I was jumping off speakers at your age, and I was jumping off ceiling rafters and landing on my back, or just going so crazy on stage. But then I never really thought I would live past 27, so I really almost died so many times on the stage when I performed because I was so crazy. Not intentionally. It wasn't like I had a suicide wish or anything like that. Well, can't really say that on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube algorithm. That's not what you think. But it's just more like I just really gave it my all on those shows, and if that meant passing away on stage, so be it. I didn't really care. So yeah. Um, Anyways, moshing definitely. Yeah, well, that's good though when you mosh, and also do send me your link to your band. That would be great. Yeah, Julio, glad you let me know. Of course, I'm happy to re-upload and make it much more nicer. I mean, I'm so sorry about that. I can explain a little more what happened. Um, like I really am. So basically, hold on. Sorry, guys. Architect girl, she's been really busy. No, like so basically my phone took a nasty dive at some point last week, and the vertical or the gravity thing stopped working. I couldn't, when turn your phone horizontally, or as they say here, Yoko, it wouldn't do it. But I didn't think that would affect the I didn't think it would affect the phone or anything when it comes to recording. And then my friend Tim was recording. I don't think he recorded it incorrectly. I mean, I showed him everything. I ran through it. So as far as I know, he was holding it correctly. But when I went to uploaded it vertically. So I actually spent the entire night after uploading all day and all night. I fixed it. I figured it out. I fixed it, and then I re-uploaded. So again, I'm really sorry. I don't anticipate that being a problem ever again. So I apologize. And again, I'm really sorry about that. That's my phone. Just shit happens. But I didn't have a problem staying. I stay up anyway, so it wasn't like I was like putting myself out. But it was a lot of work because I had to do a lot of research, had to figure out how to fix the phone. I ran my phone through so many different things. Finally got it to work. Then I had at the same time, I have a program that I could re-record it as horizontal, but not at the same resolution. So it's still slightly off. But I don't think it'll happen again. I mean, I hope to God it won't. I'm gonna record something, probably Miho's show on Friday. I'll record that and see how that looks. And if it looks okay, then I'll feel really confident with future recordings of shows. But I actually don't really have too many other shows to record other than like Miho's normal shows, Hana's normal shows, and also um I'm not doing any more live streams at this point on my own. The next one is June 2nd, but Space Cube's doing that one. And then yeah, everything else at this point I'm not doing except for the studio lives. But me and Miho, we haven't figured out who's going to be for June. We don't have a guest yet. We're trying to figure that out. I think I'll see her Friday, so I'm gonna talk with her about that and see what she has in mind. I was thinking about getting Daydream Nation. I would love to get Snack and Okari and Yukiko if she's there. That's Amiko from Tokyo P. She renamed herself. I think it's Yukiko or Yumiko. I can't remember which one it was. I didn't see her. She was supposed to be at Hana's show, I guess, but she didn't show up, which sucked. But that's not, I'm sure there was a reason, or maybe she hadn't debuted yet with them. I don't know. But anyways, I don't know if I can handle more than one person though with the camera, so it's hard to keep focus on everybody. So I don't know, but I know they'll do it because like they're awesome. Like we're so close, we're like family. So if I asked them, they would. But I don't know if it would, if I could do it. It's hard to record one person, let alone two or three. So the room's so small, so I don't know. But it also might be really chaotic. I think the chaos of having them in that room might be really fun. It's not quite Tokyo PN level chaos, but it still would be maybe chaotic. So I don't know. What'd you guys think of the live stream? What I mean, was it overall? Was it good? Was it awesome? I haven't seen Sari. Sari is in Sweden now, if I'm not mistaken, or she's over in Europe doing a year worth of live events, things like that. Sari's completely out of the loop. Plus, she identifies as an artist. She doesn't really want to, I think, do too many idol stuff, if anything. Also, I'm not really close with her. I don't really have any contact with her or anything. Um, oh, Ricky had done that for the Necroma. Yeah, I mean, he tries his best too. So what can you do? So I mean, it shit happens, I'm not a professional live streamer. I'm only offering it just because I desperately want to connect you guys to the idols. It's good income for me. It's also good income for the girls. I can't tell you the joy some of these idols have, that they honestly they would have made no money. Several idols would have made no money at a lot of my past events if it wasn't for you guys doing live stream reservations. And then they get that money and they're like, oh my God, I can actually walk away getting something. Although Hana's birthday live, there were so many people there. Everybody pretty much made money, even on ticket sales, with one exception. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm very excited. So yeah, Sari's an absolutely fantastic artist. She was born to be on the stage. I mean, losing her in a chroma was a huge loss, but she went to go do her own thing, and I can respect that totally. And now, Sweden and all of Europe pretty much have embraced her, and they're gonna, she'll be well taken care of by SJPA. They know what they're doing, and they'll take care of her. I'm sure Sari's gonna have some wonderful live events. I'm happy for her. Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, what happened to Necro happens to a lot of idol groups. It's just instability. Idols are here today, gone today, and that's neither here nor there. It's a lot of different things going into it. I wouldn't say they're especially cursed. I think that just a lot of shit happened, and I mean, but honestly, all the groups that I've worked with, all the groups that I know personally, they got off kind of easy compared to a lot of the shit that I know and I see in this business. It's really tragic how idols just they can't stay together. They don't want to be here. A lot of the reasons because a lot of idols they want the fast answer. They want to get famous really quick, or they actually have some weird fucked up notion they're actually gonna profit off this business, or they're gonna like it's going to happen quick, and it doesn't. You have to really want this. You have to really struggle. You have to really strive. And even then, there's no guarantee. And then also, you add in the certain je ne sais quoi, like why some idols, like why this idol over here is super famous and this idol isn't. It makes no sense. One thing in particular is like idols that have really good voices. There's certain idols that can sing circles around even professional singers that aren't idols. And they're the least popular girls in the group. Meanwhile, the girl who can't sing fucking two notes is the most popular. That's just how it is. And so I think it's just how the dice rolls here. I think with overseas fans though, that can level the playing field. I think a lot of overseas fans, they're very kind and supportive. They support many different groups. That's another issue is because of the Japanese idol fans mindset, they only support one girl, one group, and so a lot of groups die because they just don't have support. And so, if you're one of the lucky groups that have all the Japanese Idol fans loving you, then you'll be fine. But that's the thing. A lot of Japanese idols, they don't look past Japan. They don't realize there's this whole market out there. And so if they play shows in Japan every week and they have 1 to 5 people showing up, and you have a group of 6 girls, and that's not even enough people to do checky for even one girl, or let's say out of 6 girls in a group, there's only one girl that's she's the checky magnet. There's always that one girl that's the checky magnet. All those other girls are gonna quit. They're gonna be like, fuck this. Like, why are we doing this? And it's because they don't realize there's this whole outside world that if people do what I'm doing, connect with lives, do live streams, invite overseas fans to come, reach out to overseas fans as much as possible, then they'd realize, oh wait, we don't have to rely on the 5 fucking Japanese fans that come to our shows. We can reach out to the rest of the world, and all of a sudden we have a much bigger platform. And they just don't do it. The ones that do it are usually the ones that work with me because I've convinced them to do it, or they already know to do it because they're smart, or they see what Miho's done and they're like, shit, I want that because Miho's been leading the charge on that forever. And so a lot of the groups I work with on Idol Underworld, they at least try. A lot of them at least give it a shot. Some of them are so surprised when it happens, and then that makes them want to do more. Good example, Zunda Akane just loves you guys. Like, she's really really on about trying to get you guys merch by making sure everything's good for you guys, and she really wants to reach out. But before me, I don't know if that was true. I can't say if it was or not. I don't want to say anything like that, but it seems like it. So, and it's really phenomenal when you see a lot of idols see what I'm doing, and then they try to at least replicate or model, and I think that's great. So yeah, of course you want to be connected to idols. I mean, if you can buy their merchandise, you feel connected. That's where a lot of these groups though horribly fail, because they just don't make anything available to any of you, and so that sucks. Hey, you need a new. Why would your dad throw away Miho's poster? Shame on him. If you need a new signed one, just let me know. Miho will sign you one. Which one did you have? I'm trying to think of how many posters. I think we just have the one from her photo book. We had one for her photo book and one from the Doubt release, and the Life CD. Which one did you have? Because I'll just ask Miho. She'd be happy to replace it for you. Yeah, rest in peace, Burst Girl and Guso Drop. Guso Drop's the reason I'm here. First post. I honestly, man, I can't even remember which one that was. Because the very first thing me and Miho did was the photo book. That was with Miho wearing a kimono, kind of sitting down. Is that the one you're talking about? Or are you talking about the Good Day poster? Or are you talking about the Doubt poster? Because I can't remember which one was first. It's been so long. Geez, what, 3 years? But if you can tell me which one it was, I can replace it. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the point. I mean, it gets tiring though. I'm the only person really doing it, but in a way, I guess it's good for me because I don't really have a whole lot of competition. There's a couple others try to do it, but they don't. I don't really think that they have quite the grasp or the handle. Oh, okay, so it's the photo book one. Yeah, sure. I'll tell Miho. Let's see. Try to get you one out. Send me your address. Actually, though, do you have Tenso? Because if you don't have Tenso, I won't be able to send it anytime soon because you're in America and still JP Post is closed. But if you have Tenso, I can send it to your Tenso address, no problem. So until then, I don't know. Let me know. But if you have a Tenso, send me that address. I'll get it out to you next week. It shouldn't be an issue. I try to do it because I try to get you guys as much stuff as possible. But a lot of times it's hard because I work with so many groups now that I can't see them all regularly like I'd like to. For example, I just took Checky of Mio from Imperial Collection Matcha's group, and the Checky were sold out in less than a day. I don't know when I'm going to see them again. So it's like I actually have to go out to a show. I have to go wait sometimes forever. I have to track them down. I have to get the Checky. And then if it doesn't sell, it's like I spent all that time to have Checky just sit on my shelf. And so it's been a hard decision of mine, but like I don't really chase after groups anymore. It's like when I see them, I'll get their check key. Although sometimes I do, but I work with so many groups now that I can't possibly do all of the things I really would like to do, which is get all their merch all the time. So I just do what I can. What's Tenso? Oh boy. Tenso is an address here in Japan you can use to send goods to America, in your case, America. They use a different shipping system than JP Post. So you'll get your goods. I send your stuff to Tenso, Tenso sends your stuff to you. So you pay double for shipping, but you get your stuff. So I had her exceptional pair of exceeded my expectations. Yeah, they were fucking great, weren't they? Yeah, yeah, much as her group's insane. That's why they had the most reservations of the day. They're great. They're super popular. They're only going to get bigger. Now they have Kaki from Necroma in the group. So once she starts doing more shows with them, that's going to get huge. Although I think you can already drop. That's okay. Well, you're working. It's cool. Daydream Nation were fantastic as usual. They always put on a great show. I don't know if you guys saw, but in the crowd was Hyoko-chan, their performer or their producer. He was bouncing around for Hana as well, and it was really nice watching Hyoko-chan. He asked if he can come and be a guest. He actually brought a ton of people, so I was like, "Thank you, Hyoko-chan saved my show." Well, not that it needed saving. There's still a lot of people there, but I mean, he definitely brought a lot. So Daydream Nation brought the party. I knew they would. They always do. On the Space Cube show, for June, they're headlining it. Miho was going to, but it's like, nah, let them do it because Daydream, they're members of Tokyo PN, or at least Snack was, and Tokyo PN used to play Space Cube quite a bit, and they owned that place and they played there. So it's like bringing back old memories. So I have a feeling it'll be a good homecoming for them in a sense. And I expect to see them there again with Miho in the future. I hope they will. So we're really close to them again. Just 2 years now, 2.5 years of friendship there. So I hope that we can continue that. So yeah, but I'm glad you like I'm glad that you liked the live stream. It was a really great day. Maybe one of my most favorite, if not my most favorite live event I've produced so far, just because everything went really well. I mean, my first birthday live was pretty goddamn fun, but a little bit out of my hands though too. I didn't know what I was doing at all back then, but now it's like, yeah, I ran that all by myself pretty much on Sunday, and I controlled everything, and it was really fun. It worked out really well. So yeah, people slack on idol music a lot, man. It comes in and out of people's lives, and mine included. So I think you got to get inspired by somebody, and then you get back into it. But also, if you can't come here or you can't go to idol shows, it's easy to kind of just look at the idol music you have and just sort of think, oh, okay, it's in my rotation. I'll check it out. Speaking of Miho, since you have, thank you for listening to Miho and Hana. I appreciate it. But speaking of Miho, her new song is finished. We're working on the CD cover right now. Once I get that done, I'll put it up for pre-order. We get enough pre-orders, and I'll be able to actually order the CD, and you guys will have her new song. Easily her best song, maybe. I think "Come On" is probably her best at this point. "Ito" is maybe second. But I would say this song might trump them both. It's really unbelievable. Spent a long time on it, and then it's gonna be great. So yeah, this show will be a lot bigger. Well, obviously for my birthday, this one's really big because there's 50 groups that'll pretty much be there. It's gonna be either 50 or close to 50. It's at Shinjuku Loft, the biggest venue by far I've ever booked. 500-person capacity, 2 stages, and on top of that, no rules. I have 0 rules, so people can go absolutely batshit insane. I don't give I don't give a fuck. They can do whatever they fucking want. It's good. I'm really, 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 really excited for that, and I just hope. My only hope is that we break well over 100 people. We get 300, 400 people. If we get 300 people in there, that's going to be pretty awesome. 200 be great, whatever. August 11th is my birthday live, and we're actually that whole weekend. It's August 11th. That's a Friday. It's a holiday here in Japan. It's at Shinjuku Loft, and it's all day. August 12th is an off-kai event with at least Miho so far. I may include others. And then August 13th will be an all-day event at Sugamo Shishio, and that's actually Miho's producing that. It's idols, musicians, like bands, dancers, all kinds of people. We're building it up right now. So far, so good. It's coming along really well. We got some pretty insane idols for it. Working on some pretty big acts. We do have one really awesome band that's going to be on there that I love. I'm trying to get Misato Winchester from Heaven Store to come. I love Misato, but again, this is Miho's show. It's whoever she wants. And it's coming along really well. I don't know how popular it's going to be, but it's going to be live streamed by iColony. The August 11th show is iColony will live stream it. The August 13th Perform Live is also going to be iColony. So super professional quality. For my birthday live, I will be doing commemorative checky for that. I just don't know to what degree, how many groups will participate, but yeah, that's gonna pay, I hope, for the entire event. Which, by the way, the commemorative checky idea is an absolute fucking game changer. It really made every idol at Hana's birthday show so happy. They were so happy. It paid pretty much for the venue as well as the live stream reservations together. I didn't owe pretty much anything. And then on top of that, I actually made money. I actually made a decent amount of money, like I should at all these. The Space Cube show is going to be even more interesting because number one, I don't have to pay for the venue at all. The Space Cube manager keeps all the door sales. I keep all the live stream sales. Number two, the live stream reservations are so-so, but with the checky now, you guys can buy. I just put it up. You can go to Idol Underworld and buy them right now. I really would like to see that go even higher than Sunday. Sunday, we did 88 checky sales. So if I can get more than that for Space Cube, guess what, guys? I am banking, and that's good because I need the money because obviously climbing out of the debt hole, but also trying to nail down the overseas stuff. I had a huge setback on that. I want to trust people here. I really do, but they always let me down. That's all I'm going to say. I have a venue. I have a date. It's awesome. And the people that are supposed to go can't go on that date. So it's like, well, fuck me. What am I supposed to do? So now I'm just thinking I'm just going to do it myself and try to get a huge draw in addition to Miho, because obviously Miho's going to go. But I don't know who or if that's going to happen. If I get the person I want, we'll be fine. I can still do it myself. I don't want to because I don't want to be on the hook at all, but I'm also not afraid. I'm like 4 for 4 on overseas shows in terms of I haven't owed anything on any overseas show I've ever done. So I'm pretty confident. I'm undefeated on that. But the original plan was to take some certain groups who offered to pay, and now that's not happening unless I do it later in the fall. And I'm not looking forward to that because that wasn't the plan. And also considering the venue I got and how prestigious and awesome it is, and all through me doing a lot of negotiating, it feels like a huge defeat if I don't get that. So that being said, I just want people to come here in Japan and see my girls. That would be absolutely fantastic. So we'll see what happens. Hold on, let me see. So, guys. Anyway, anybody else have any questions? Anything going on? Also, just keep in mind, me and Miho are talking. We're gonna put up soon a Zoom offline meeting for overseas fans where we're gonna do Zoom where everybody can see each other. It'll be like a Zoom party. And we'll do maybe attach some checky to it. I'm still not entirely sure what Mio wants to do with that, but it'll be sort of like an off-kai. So yeah, it's going to be like a Zoom offline. We're going to do that this summer, as well as a few other things we got planned. We're going to do an off-kai at an aquarium, which will be fun. I haven't put up tickets for that yet. So if you're here, you can go to that. I don't know. We got lots of good stuff. Boy, it's getting so hot in here. So yeah. Any other questions, guys? Anybody have any other questions? Anything going on? I would love so much to hear any of your guys' thoughts. Sven, if you're still there, I need to talk to you after this. So I'm going to give you a call when I'm done, okay? But I have something I need to ask you. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. I'm not gonna ask you to do any more work. It just uh, Sven's been helping me with so much stuff because he's just the fucking man. And yeah, Julio, you coming to Japan in August? Say yes, say yes, say yes. Donkey Kong, get your butt over here, man. August 11th, 12th, and 13th. Buy your tickets. I already are. There are actually several foreigners who have bought their tickets and coming over. So that's exciting. I'm so excited to see some people, maybe for the first time. If one person in particular I'm thinking about is coming over, I've never met him in person, but he's supported me since pretty much day one. Man, I would love that. I want to make this show the biggest show. Well, it's definitely the biggest show I've ever done, but iColony's helping me with that. So we just got an insane lineup. Like I can't wait to announce the full lineup. And speaking of that, I gotta ask Tomiyasu, so we have to meet and get the stuff all set up for that. So anybody, questions? Anybody have any questions for me? No, not for you, for me. Yeah, that's right. For me. You're going to Sweden? Ah, Julio, come on, man. I thought you were the bro. I thought you were gonna so disappointed. Yada. Why are you going to Sweden, bro? The idols live here in Japan. You got to come here. August 11, 12, 13. Better see you. Nah, it's cool. Go have fun in Sweden. Sweden's a beautiful country. I love Sweden. Swedish people are the best. And they're super cool. And what I don't know what you're going to Sweden for, but I hope it's whatever it is that'll make you happy. So seriously, I mean, I honestly, I'm joking, of course. I think it's great you're going. So, but you should come here because I'm here. Taro-chan is here. No questions, guys? Um, yeah, anyways, I guess I'll just talk for a moment. The other things going on is Miho has a show this weekend. Hana's got a show this weekend. And don't forget, Hana, Miho, and Kasame will have their second ever online Tiki session on the 20th. And that's going to be fun. Ticket sales have been fairly good for that. Not where I want them to be, but there's really no goal for that. I'm just happy to have them here. So no, totally. Like I said, Julio, I understand. I remember you told me that. It's just 2024. Is not when my birthday live is. So, and I don't know if there'll be another birthday live, or I don't even know if I'll still be in this business. Of course, I don't have any plans to quit or anything. That's don't take that as a foreshadow of any kind. I'm just saying, life. My focus has definitely been to try to get income apart from idols that's stable. That's my big idea I had recently. I talked to Tim, my friend Tim, who helped me film, and he said that that I was was able maybe to do hold on. What the fuck? Sorry guys, hold on. I I totally forget what I was talking about. I'm sorry. Anyways, because sorry, Miho was messaging me. I had to talk to her about something real quick. Let's see. What would be the intended start for upcoming? Starting time looks like it's going to be around 6. That's the idea. And I'm hoping that you know uh I'm hoping to get it around that time. The thing is, I have a family obligation during the day that I think ends at 5. But if it ends at 5, it's not going to give me time to take Checky of the girls. So what I'm thinking about doing was just starting it at 6 and just taking Checky during, and then the girls can just talk with you guys. We'll do it at the same time. Also because Kasami has to get home fairly early, and so does Hana. So I don't think I can keep them that long. So speaking of the devil, hi Miho. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. There's Miho, everybody. Say hello to Miho. Hello. Okay. Yo. Hi. Miho, ラジオレコーディングは、もう、ライブイベントですか？ラジオだけ？どっち？はい、いいよ。ミホ、一人？俺、デレック、もう、あ、オッケーオッケーオッケー。そう、ラジオだけ？オッケー。ミホ、元気？ミホ、後でメッセージに送りたい。ちょっと、うん、すごいいいニュース。ラディオね、オッケー。ありがとう。Five doubt. Okay, Julio. Yeah, sorry about that, but please watch the archive. I hope you can join. Although I don't know, it might go on a while, because if we sell a lot of Checky, the girls will stay probably until all Checky are sold. So, you know, Miho Julio さんは今週の始末のチェキセッション、多分見てない。ちょっと仕事があるね。でも後でのアーカイブを見える。うん、かわいそうでも。そうそうそう。Miho, genki, genki. Miho's been working a lot. Miho does so much work. Meta Sanke Suru. I really respect Miho. She's such a good girl. Works so hard. So very proud of her. Miho's set on Hana's birthday was fucking amazing. I was watching the live stream. I'm like, oh my god, Miho did such a good job. So did Hana. Hana crushed it. Holy shit! But Miho, my god, the energy level was so high. I live for those moments. That's why I do this. I'm very lucky to work with somebody like Miho. Truly, I don't deserve it. She's too good. So we're all very lucky to have her. So you guys, very lucky. And yeah, that's right. Miho is learning English. She's working very hard to learn English. She wrote you guys a little letter for the birthday show. It's pretty cool. Miho was reading her letter. She's like, "Hello, everyone. Kawaii, kawaii ne." Sven W. Julio, who isn't coming to my birthday because he wants to go to Sweden. Yada. Sorry, I have to make you feel bad, but not really. I love you, Julio. You're like my brother. I made a photo of our local Sven, of course you did. Too funny. Ah, Miho's Genki. That's good. よかった。デレクは疲れた。僕の彼らはすっごい疲れた。お腹すいた。ちょっと。Are you guys anything else going on with you guys? Any questions? This is an AMA, so if there's any questions, I'd love to talk to any of you. Don't forget, I just put up the no, Julio. I'm kidding, bro. Don't feel guilt tripped at all. You already have everything booked. You gotta go. Yeah, that's Shogun 9. It's totally okay. So it would be really, really, really great if if you could enjoy your time in Sweden. But if you have a moment, hop on over to Japan. You can come over for a day or two. Sweden to Japan isn't that far. It's only what, 9 hours. That's pretty far. I live half a planet away. Oh, Sven W. Dude, if you showed up, I think you would actually see me not just cry, but like get down on my knees and cry hysterically like a little baby. I don't think I can handle you coming here, man. Any of you really, but Sven's been like helping me. He's been here. So he's been doing so much for me. It would be absolutely insane to have you here. Except Sven, dude, if you come here, I ain't letting you leave. I'm sorry, but I'm ripping your fucking ticket up. You're staying. What delayed everything, Julio? I wonder what that could have been. Fucking COVID. Yada. That's some bullshit, huh? No, Sven, I'm serious, dude. You're not leaving. I'll rip up your passport, dude. You're staying. You're just gonna stay with me. We're gonna hang out every day. Actually, because our futures are intertwined, and when I talk to you later, you'll understand why. But no, dude, you're not leaving. So if you do come over, just get the net. Tattoo Town will eat your passport. Just send them your passport. I see you. I look like butt. Yeah, fucking COVID, Julio, right? That's such bullshit. Delayed everything. But now, Japan's about wide open as a Tory gate to heaven. So, you guys take advantage. You never know when it's going to get closed again. Really makes you appreciate travel and all that stuff. So, Terraton, the immigration officer. No, because Terraton's nice. Terraton's a nice immigration officers tend to be fucking not so nice. But Terraton is very, very nice. Although the immigration officers I've dealt with so far here have been very pleasant, just busy. That I mean, not pleasant. They're just doing their job. Like they don't really got time to be your friend, but they just do their work. But I can't blame them. They're so overworked here. That's one thing I'd love to do here in Japan. This is totally opposite of everything I'm doing now, but I'd love to go to the immigration department and rehaul it. I have so many things I would implement to fix the system because after being somebody who has to go through it every couple years for my visa, it's insane. So my papers, they were ate by a sloth. Namekemono. Just finally sending stuff here again, but I'll keep using Tenso. Yeah, dude, I'd encourage you, Julio, to use Tenso. Even though Chile's open again, but I don't feel safe sending it through normal mail. I think Tenso, you've just been getting everything, so let's just keep using that. I prefer if we do that instead of going direct. I saw Chile was open, but then it was like, do I really trust the mail going down there that far? Versus Tenso, I know it gets to you. I mean, for the most part. So yeah, thank you for keeping that. So very cool. Yeah, Namekemono HR immigration papers, nah. That would be funny. Better safe than sorry. Exactly, Julio. Julio, when you're going to be in Sweden as long as you are, but I mean, is it? I just have to push the issue just one little bit. Is it possible at all you can just hop on over for my birthday and then go back to Sweden? Just do sort of like a boop boop boop, go back, or would that fuck up your visa or money situation? I totally understand if you can't, but I just really, really, really think it'd be so cool to meet you, man. Especially on that day. There's going to be hopefully a lot of foreigners here who will be celebrating like crazy all day and just having a great time. And I really want to see everybody. That to me is the highlight of maybe everything I've been doing so far is my birthday live this year. It's biggest ever, and just I don't know if I'll ever get that opportunity again. The only reason I could even do it a lot this time is because my dear friend Tate is helping me with that because it's also his birthday, and so we're gonna celebrate his birthday that day too. And he's definitely handling everything. If it wasn't for him, I could never do Loft. And so I'm taking full advantage, and that's why I asked Tate, is it cool we could not just do what we had planned, but make it as big as possible. And then I talked to Tomiasa-san from Icon, and he's all for it. And he's like, yeah, let's make it happen. I still got some things to figure out. I got to figure out the second stage's camera set up because Icon is only doing main stage. So I have to get the second camera set up, which I might just have my friend Tim do because he does such a good job of filming. I have to get all the live stream tickets set up, all the actual physical tickets set up. I have to get the lineup 100% confirmed, which is pretty much is confirmed. Everyone's confirmed now, but I have a few things there, and it might be a little hard. So totally understand, Julio. Well, you don't need $1 million to come here, man. You only need about 1,000, but I understand what you're saying. Fan, I still can't believe that, man. I'm so sad about that. I'm so beyond sad about that. And it's just, it's one of the worst things ever. But I hope, I really can't even believe that. I don't even want to send stuff to the Netherlands anymore for that reason. Just, it's just so horrible what happened. And there's like nothing you can do, It's just, what can you do? Ah, mm, so terrible. But if you guys, with the commemorative checky that we're starting to do, I want to make that a thing. I might do that for Hana or for Miho, Kosame, and Daydream Nation for Heaven's Doors show that's going to be in July what 11th. Kasame, Miho, and Daydream Nation will be playing together, and I'll probably do commemorative techie for that. Even though that's not, I might actually do that as a live stream too. I'm going to live stream it, and then I'll just gonna yeah, I'm just gonna do that because why not? Um, we normally don't make any money at Heaven's Doors shows because everybody that goes there doesn't buy checky at all ever. Like it's very rare. So fuck it, we'll turn it into something profitable and yeah, so million Chilean pesos I need dollar exchanges, but previous year it was much worse. So I understand. Yeah, all right. Well, if anything changes in your situation, you got a home here, bro. You got people waiting to see you, waiting to meet you. I know Miho would probably fucking lose her goddamn mind if she can meet you. She's already losing her mind thinking about all the people that are coming over, but it's gonna be like overload. We're still trying to figure out what we're gonna do for the off kai on the 12th. So I think that's gonna be really fun. I think it'd be cool to have a pool party. We all just go swimming, but where the fuck can you do that here? I mean, there are pools, but they're like so far away, but it would be really fun. But I don't know. I haven't talked to her about it. We got to figure something out. But so far away, it's not like a million degrees of importance at this point. Oh, side note, Miho's photo book, the final draft should be done tomorrow. I just got to get Miho's approval. Assuming she doesn't have any drastic changes, fucking done. So we'll be setting up her photo book event too. And I'm really excited for all of that. So that's coming as well. You know what, Sven? I think big McDonald's gets sued pretty regularly for things like that. I think somebody ate a hot chicken McNugget and got and sued them. So yeah. Well, Julio, see, my only concern is that again, I don't know anything that's going on past September of this year. I don't know the situation of my idols, where they're going to be, what we're going to do. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm planning on really capitulating everything I've been doing at my birthday. I'm still have every intention in the world to help idols and sell their stuff, but my focus is trying to get my books done and to start my RPG game and hope for the best with that. And that may or may not consume my time. It's going to depend on if I can get a side job, which that's what I wanted to talk about earlier. So my friend Tim was telling me he is an Airbnb tour guide. And I was talking to him this weekend at Hannah's birthday show, and he was like, dude, you'd totally be good for that because you could take people to idol shows, things like that. So yeah, I went to go sign up. Of course, in April, Airbnb has stopped allowing people to do that. So I'm like, oh, that's fucking great. So I have to find another, once again, trying to find another stable income outside of Idol Underworld that will allow me to still do idol stuff, but do it on my terms, not as like fits of desperation to live and eat food here. I still do very much do it from my heart. Obviously, because if I didn't, I'd try to go get the Gaijin flavor of the month groups to join my site and make some money off their popularity. But you know what? I don't like a lot of those groups. They're not really that interesting to me, and it's sad that so many Gaijin like all those groups, and they're just missing out on liking so many great and fantastic smaller groups and idols that way more deserve the attention because they need fans. I like serving the underserved communities here, the idols that have one fan, no fans. I think my heart feels much more happier when I see them gain fans. Like just watching you guys support Rainbow Mimi Utan, for example. I'm not saying she's not popular here, but she, she's not on the guys in flavor of the month level that I'm talking about. But then watching you guys support the shit out of her when she joined Idol Underworld, and you guys still are fucking awesome. Zunda, Miho, well, Miho, obviously, you guys have been supporting since day one. Okinawa Saichan's a big one. You guys have really turned it around for some of these girls, and you've given them a stable income. So I get a lot of joy out of that, you know. So I don't want to ever quit that. I have no plans to do that, but you know, I do have a plan very much to, if I get a stable income, to take a lot more time off of Idol and do only my stuff because um I'm just not, to be honest, I'm just not quite sure if there's enough people that are interested in Idol overseas outside of like the 10 or 12 of you that always buy everything. Now, for you 10 or 12, I'll still do whatever you want. If you want me to like follow and help you get merchandise from certain idols, I will, but I don't know if I'll be reaching out to further idols unless it just happens. I'm not hungry for that anymore because of just the, well, for the fact that I'm already working with over 90 plus idol groups or so. I'm selling over 90 plus groups. And I have and have been or have, and it's just, it's so much work to sell, you know, 1,000 yen checky. So, you know, not that it's saying that I don't want to do it. It's, people say if you love what you do, it's not work. And I very much agree with that. I'm so happy to do it, but it's more like my body being as tired as it is, my mind wanting to be more focused on being creative, where I have the control, where I'm not worried if some idol is going to quit the next day after I take all this time in the world to get their checky, sell their merchandise, and then quit. It's just like, I want to be in control of the creative stuff and all that. And I have a very burning passion to get out my books and to make this retro RPG game. Because recently I came up with an idea the other morning for my RPG game that I swear to God, I don't think anybody has ever done. I'm really excited about it. It really tied everything I want to do together in the overall story, and it's lit a fire into me to get going with that. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I hope so, Julio. I hope so. But the thing is, you can't meet Miho as a friend. I want you to very much understand that point. She's an idol. So as long as she stays an idol, there's absolutely in no way, shape, or form can you meet her on a friend basis. And I hope you really understand that. Like that's completely a no-no. If you want to meet her as an idol, doing like some kind of off kai and be friendly, sure, no problem. Me, sure, you meet me anytime. I don't care. I'm happy to meet you as a friend. That's not a problem. But what I'm saying is just, you know, you have to really understand there is that barrier. And also, even if Miho were to graduate, personally, Julio, like I don't think I would let anybody really meet her on a personal level like that just because of your relationship. You have to understand you've bought a lot of stuff of her, including like gravure stuff and things like that. I don't, I know she personally wouldn't care. She was all about, you know, meeting everybody. That's like her goal. And it's my goal too, but it has to be done correctly for safety. Not because of you. I've every confidence in the world you would never do anything wrong, but it's more like if I let you, then I gotta let this guy, and I gotta let this guy, and then pretty soon down the line, she's gonna meet a crazy guy, and he's not gonna be so cool. You see what I'm saying? I have to be fair to everybody. I can't give you special privilege. So that's where the problem comes in, if that makes sense. So it's no reflection on you whatsoever, but that's why I'm saying you should really make it a point, if you can, to come now or as soon as you possibly can. If you can't, you can't. No problem. Totally understand. You know, life doesn't allow that. It doesn't allow it. Exactly what Sven just said. There is always that one guy, and that's my biggest fear in the whole world. You know, everybody I've met so far through Idol Underworld, with no exceptions, has been pretty fucking awesome. I would literally trust any of you with my life, with Miho's life, but not not in the sense of the professional relationship. Hi, Dave or Dava. Good to hear from you. Not in the sense of meeting on a personal level where I would have to let others do that, if that makes sense. So, all right, as long as you understand. Yeah, great. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you meeting us, sure. But what I'm saying is, if you don't get that chance and you come here, I think it would be sad, you know, versus now, 100% you'd have that chance. So again, don't want to press the issue. You said you can't, it's impossible. Okay. So I don't want to beat a dead horse. I'm just simply saying for anybody out there, now is the time. Idols are here today, gone today. Don't ever forget that. Again, Miho, as far as I know, she has no intention of graduating anytime soon. But I'm just saying, you never know. You know what I mean? Things changed on a dime like that here. And it was sad because of COVID, nobody could meet. I mean, think about it. Miho started, and right as she started, COVID hit. And so she couldn't meet anybody. And that, like, her whole fucking focus is you guys. So for 2.5 years, we waited. And now that we're you guys can come here, it's like heaven. But you know, it's also been 2.5 years. That's a long time. In idol years, she's been around about 400 years. You know what I mean? Idols don't age the same way as all of us. So you have to think about it like that too, I guess. And that's not just, I'm not talking to you, Julia. I'm talking about in general. This is just a general commentary. You bring up a good point. So yeah. All right, Sven, speaking of, have you seen Doki Doki Literature Club? Sven, isn't that like like kind of like a visual novel RPG or something that ends up being a horror thing by the end? I think that's what it is. Somebody's told me I should look into that too, because it starts out like really cool and cute, and then it turns into like horror. Am I right about that? Or is that a totally different game? Ah, okay. Yeah. I think you told me about it a long time ago. Yeah, I definitely want to look at that. But the idea I have for my RPG game, man, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I seriously almost, I was in the shower, it hit me because it always does. All my ideas come in the shower when I'm in there. I swear that, when I'm really tired, and I take a 5 a.m. in the morning shower, my brain is in that theta wave, 7 megahertz spike area, and it just hit me, and I swear to God, I almost jumped out of the shower and started to try to learn code so I can just do it, because it's that good. It's that good. That idea I pulled out of that mystical time in your brain when you're like half awake, half asleep. Which, by the way, that is when you are the most creative, and it's insane. And man, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to put this into a game. Uh, let's just say that a lot of games always deals with the end of the world. I found a different thing that's even cooler. Modifies your game files? What, you mean like your computer gets hacked or something? That's insane. That's great. Ooh, now and I'm gonna have to take a look at this. Doki Doki Literature Club. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a look. That's insane. Awesome. Anyways, so it's a really good thing to discuss. And Julio, good. Through your situation, I'm glad I could talk about that because it's important. You know, it's one of those things that I have to always be careful of things in the future that could happen. So, oh my God, are you serious? Wow, that sounds pretty sort of like breaking the fourth wall, kind of. Ooh, very, very, very cool. Very cool. By the way, have you guys been has everyone been healthy? Everyone been happy? Like life going well for you guys? I hope you guys are all doing really well. Yeah, because I know how things can be, and I know um again, well, I mean, you guys got a lot of good stuff to look forward to. Like I said, coming up, you have Hanamiho and Kosame's second ever time they're going to be together to do the online techie session on the 20th. You have on June 2nd, which is Sven's birthday. Sven W's birthday is June 2nd. We are going to do my second ever techie con for Idol Underworld. That'll have Miho, Daydream Nation, Okinawa Sayachan, Zunda Akane, Mishino, Marina, Marina is a transgender idol. There's two other idols that are from Space Cube. I've never met them, or I don't think I know them very well. So they'll be there. So it's gonna be a great show. Oh, good. It's good to hear you're doing good, Dava. That's great. It's gonna be a good time. Hana CD you can order now. I just put in the orders for the CDs with the manufacturing company, so they should be coming. I hope you can watch it live, please. Please, that would be wonderful. You definitely need to watch it, Sven. I'm sure there will be certain messages coming your way if you do. Um, but yeah, Hana CD will be arriving. I think the first couple weeks, sometime. I think there's going to be hopefully, assuming the shipping does get fucked up. Oyasumi miho. Have a good night. Ippai nete kudasai. Um, yeah, so Hana CD will be available to buy, and you can pre-order now with all kinds of goodies. Um, and then Miho's CD, once we get the cover all done, I will put it up for pre-order after I talk with Miho about what she wants to offer in addition to that. And then hopefully Miho will approve the photo book files that I should be getting tomorrow. And if I get those and everything goes well, we'll have that sort of coming on the way. So got a lot of good stuff. So, oisumi, bye-bye. 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 Me and Miho, we also have an enormous amount of Gravier Cheki that we shot, and that will all be coming up soon. And then, of course, the Idol Underworld monthly bromide sets, there'll be some of those Gravier shots coming into those as well. So definitely, if you haven't picked up your monthly bromides, get those now. That's been going well, every little bit helps. The bromides actually helped me buy some groceries for about a week, so that's really, I'm really grateful for that. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, lots of good stuff, guys, lots of good stuff. Any other questions, guys? Anybody have anything else they'd like to chat or talk about, or have any things they want to mention? You know what I did find out? I was on Spotify. Somebody told me on Spotify that there is quite a few views of Kosame's music, and when I went to go see how much I could get, it's like nothing. And I don't really think that's fair. I don't know why people are allowed to listen to her stuff on Spotify and I don't get anything. Can anybody explain to me that? Because I really don't like that. I'm happy on one hand she's getting known, but no one comes to my site and buys her stuff. So it doesn't help her any, I guess, other than people know her name, I suppose. But it's like, yeah, what is up with that, guys? Like, I didn't realize Spotify is like that. So, hey, Kaylin, how are you? There's the man himself, the man of the hour, the guy who's definitely been crushing it. He just finished Miho's newest song, which, by the way, Caitlin, we listened to that song at Shinjuku Fate with the speakers, and it's insane, absolutely insane. Have you been messaging? Oh shoot, dude, I didn't know. Sorry, I have so many messages I haven't even checked. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the speakers made it. It just sounded great. So yeah, I don't get the idea of Spotify. I really don't. I don't understand how artists, how does anybody make any money on there? Like, I mean, I guess it's only the big artists make money. Doesn't seem fair to us little guys. It almost makes me want to start up my own streaming service and just actually pay people per that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Kaylin, dude, it sounds perfect. Like, I couldn't be more happier with it. It sounds so great. So yeah, Dava, just listen by all means. But I'll be closing up shop soon if there aren't any more questions, because I have a lot of stuff I got to do. So past midnight. But if people have questions, I'll stay on until all are answered. Yeah, like what is that? 1 penny for 1,000 hits? So, eh, like that just doesn't seem fair at all. I mean, at all. Like she should be getting $1 for every play or something, like, or something, a quarter or something. Like, I don't know. No, what I did was I use a distro service and it just puts it all over. So they put it on Spotify. I mean, I don't have objection. It get, like I said, it is publicity. It's just I just didn't even realize how shitty it is. So Ramstein only gets a few $100s. Huh? Yeah, exactly, Kaylin. That's exactly what I used. And I just was like, I mean, I checked, and like after a year of being on there, I've made $50 total for Miho and Kosame and Hana. Like, my jaw was on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck? That's with all the distribution. And so I'm just like, there's got to be a way for like artists and idols to like get paid. Like if people are gonna listen to their stuff, like I don't know, it should be like a penny a listen. Kaylin, I'm gonna be floating you a lot more the minute the song goes up. Remember, you're like my primary person that needs all of that because of everything you've done. So you actually do got a lot coming your way. Um, June, that's when I plan on shooting you everything that I have because my God, have you deserved it and earned it. But if you need $50 now, I won't float you. You just have it, dude. You need beer. It's the least I can do for you. Yeah, I was just insane. It was insane. So, nah, you don't have to kid. If you need it, you got it. No problem. Uh, no, but like I wonder if somebody were to start up like a streaming service, if and it just like a penny per song listen or something, if people would actually support that. I think that maybe that wouldn't be so bad, or 2 cents a listen or something. Because in this way, these people can actually get paid. And I think people that subscribe, they could. mm, like I don't know. I understand why, because if you're paying for Spotify and you only pay like $12 a month, that you can't and that lets you listen to thousands and thousands of people, then I get it. But man, there's gotta be a solution there of some kind. I don't know. It just seems really weird to me. That's all. I mean, people should get paid for their listens. So did we? Oh, I would love to. Yeah, Kalen, we should talk about it. Whatever it was, I'm trying to remember. No, of course, of course. Talk to me later. Yeah, I actually noticed that I don't know, some strangers, some people I didn't even know putting up Kosami Miho's stuff on YouTube. Just like, wow, okay. I mean, I don't really have a problem with it per se. It's just it would be nice to see my girls get the income they deserve, I guess. But I'm not greedy about it either. Music should be shared with everybody. I like sharing music with people, and God knows I certainly haven't paid for a lot of music in my lifetime. I just, I go on YouTube to check out somebody if I like them. I mean, YouTube and things like Spotify, to me, they are basically just ads for the groups. But I just wonder if there is something more to it, they have to make a living somehow, and especially with idols. Idols are good because they make their living through checky, through merchandise. Idol fans tend to buy physical goods, so that's really good for me. So I can make a CD and sell it because Idol fans are really cool like that. They're collectors. And so Idol has that nice built-in business model where they can put up their stuff, I guess, online, and it doesn't really matter because like they're still gonna sell at live events, or if they have a smart producer that will monetize everything they do, then they make money that way. So that's been really, really kind of cool. One of the cool things versus artists, they don't do a lot of that. So artists, they tend to die a quick death. Like they don't last because they don't have any way to monetize. They don't do checky, or they only put out one CD, and it's like they don't perform a lot. Well, you're not gonna succeed, unless you actually play regularly. You have a really good following. You make money at the door, but like even here, you don't make any money at shows. Like you're lucky if you make anything, and you die a quick death here. Versus me putting everything online for everybody to absorb, and everyone's been cool about paying that. My girls are able to survive. Not, I mean, we're not rich. I'm certainly not. I'm massively in debt to certain people, but getting there, getting to a place where not rich but happy, in the sense of being breaking even, which is all I can really hope for, I suppose. So yeah, I really I really am going to try to do what I can and see what happens. But I know you guys can always buy all the stuff on Idol Underworld. You can download the digital MP3 file or WAV files on there for every song so far. So yeah, I would appreciate if everybody does that. Hannah's Hana's CD will be up there digitally after a while. Miho's new song will be up there after a while. I would like to get a lot of the groups I work with to sell their stuff digitally on my site. It's hard though to get them to do it, but if people would actually buy it, but you know, we'll see. It's sort of in the horizon, but it goes back to what I was saying earlier about chasing after these groups. It gets really tiring to try to convince these groups, hey, sell your stuff on my site and you'll make money. Like some of them just don't get it. They just only want to sell one thing, like Checky. Like they don't think there's so much other stuff to do. So no, Dava, I strongly disagree. Oh, sorry. Sorry, you said over where you're at. Sorry, I was gonna say that that's not true at all. Not here, not even the least. Everybody makes their money on Checky and stuff. So I mean, I proposed to Hana, proposed this to her last year, right after me and you talked about it, Sven, and she nodded her head and said she'd think about it, and it's the last I heard. So, I don't know. Hanako's not really big into streaming, so no, I mean, I think it makes sense. I mean, especially a lot of younger people. I think younger people they want if it's on their phone, it's real. If it's not on their phone, it doesn't exist. So I get it. But I think what's interesting about Idol fans worldwide that I've noticed, as well as especially here, physical goods go a long way. Checkies, CDs, T-shirts, everything. Versus digital stuff, not so much. People certainly get digital stuff here. It's not like it doesn't exist, but it's you know, like I sell digital bromides, but I don't sell anywhere near as many of those I do Checky. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something tangible you can hold in your hand. It's a collector's market, and that's one of the reasons I've been able to thrive and survive. That's one of the reasons why the commemorative Checky idea is such a good idea because now instead of just getting a live stream ticket, which isn't a tangible thing, you're getting a tangible viewing experience, but it's not you can't hold it in your hand. Now you're getting something that makes you feel like you're part of the show. All the idols love it. I told Marina about it, and she got back to me today, and she's like, "That's a great idea." And I'm like, "I know. I wish I'd thought of it." Thankfully, an overseas fan thought of it, but it brings you guys closer, and also it brings income to the girls. Now they're getting paid, and they're getting paid well. You guys put a lot of money in those girls' pockets this weekend, so awesome. Or yeah, look at what Hanako-san does. She hand makes every one of those CDRs. She hand makes them. There's something special about that from the person you support is giving you something they've made with their hands, and that's a beautiful thing. That's something that I think you can't you can't you can't get that same thing from a digital download. You're just getting the music to listen to. I get that, but it's like you're getting so much more with the CDR. Yeah, no, that's a really, really complicated situation with that first album. And believe me, you're not the first or the last to say what you just said. It's just you know, there was a lot of issues when she first started. I think she didn't really know where to go. Of course, she turned to somebody, and I'm not saying they fucked her over. It's just complicated. I don't know. I can't say more than that without getting in trouble. But yeah, so oh my god, you saw the origami hats? Wow. That's a good example too. Like Miho does all kinds of personal, private stuff. She still continues to do that. The bromides are a really good one where we have these physical bromides from a long time ago. It's a good excuse to sit and just talk with her, and she signs them, decorates them. Checkies are a great example. They're miniature works of art. That kind of stuff is really, really special. And I'm glad to encourage some of these idols to do that. And when idols do it, I always sell the most out of those things. Hanako-san has the record easily for selling the craziest stuff on my site, from the katana blade that was on the Death Day cover to her rando set of her backpack. I mean, just so many great things, so many great things. So, very, very, very cool stuff. And definitely something that I don't think will stop anytime soon, but it would be very nice to see the digital sales of music come back in a much more fair way to the idols, I suppose. Yeah, Mio just changes her hair. That girl still looks the same she did when she was 20. I don't think she's gonna age at all. She's got that eternal youth bottle that she drinks from, I guess, quite regularly, and yeah, she still looks extremely young considering her age and stuff. So does Matcha Latte. You see Matcha, you're like, how old are you? Because she's getting up there, and Snack's 40 something, and look at how beautiful she is. I mean, you see her, you don't think that. So, mm. Well, I think when you look at overall Dava overseas culture, they either get it or they don't. You're either gonna understand the Japanese idol world and the significance of a Cheki, or you're not. So by your admittance, what you're saying, people don't get it. They just don't get it at all. All right, that's nothing new. Most people in the world don't. So oh, that's so cool, Julio. Thank you. And Sven too. Also, thank you for supporting me. I think the thing is though, that's to be that's understandable though. To not get it because Japanese culture is so different and so unique to Western thinking. I run into so many problems here because of the differences in culture and thinking. For example, lying is a thing here. That's what people do. They lie to each other routinely with a smile, and it's accepted versus me, you lie to me, we're have a problem. And that just happens. It just happens. It's like in the DNA of the culture here. And then just shoot that type of difference to idol culture, which is really different. I mean, all you have to do is just look online on YouTube for fucking idiot Westerners and people that don't live here doing stupid YouTube videos about idol culture and their reactions. Oh my god, these old guys perving on young girls, and it's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're putting one toe in the idol world and thinking you understand it. You're an idiot. And so I'm not saying I'm saying though, when people don't understand things like Checky, yeah, makes sense because it's not part of the psychology of how people collect things maybe outside of Japan, except for the idol fans out overseas that get it. The ones that get it, well, they get it, and so they have a lot of Checky, you know. Trust me, Dava, when I first went to my first idol show with Guso Drop and I went to line up to meet Europico and get a Checky, I didn't know what a Checky was. I just want to give her a hug. I almost got gang tackled and beat up. And then when I got my Checky, I couldn't even touch her. I was like, what's going on? I mean, when I say touch her, it sounds a little bad, but what I mean is like, just shake her hand, and there's just a big barrier, but that's why Checky's so special. It's that moment in time you have, and yeah, people just don't, a lot of people can't understand that importance. Also, idols got to make money somehow, and that's like the easiest and cheapest way to do it. Although it's not getting so cheap anymore, man. My God, Checky film costs have gone up, and you break your camera and you want a good camera, you're looking at $230 to get a replacement. Although a lot of people now are starting to do like the digital, where you take a picture on your phone and then it sends the signal to like a Checky printout thing, which is pretty cool. Miho really wants that because that would really change the game with Checky. But I don't like it. I don't know. I like my, my Checky camera, my Instax. Was it the 90? And I don't know. I've gotten really used to it. Like I've taken thousands and thousands and thousands of Checky at this point, and it's just something very special about that. Doing it on a phone just wouldn't feel right, I guess. But maybe I'll use it. Mia wants it, and she really wants it. Then I guess if somebody gets her one of those Checky printers, I'll do it. But I also don't like that idea of relying on the phone, because if you don't have Wi-Fi, or I don't know, something's wrong with your phone, guess what? No Checky that day. That's a little scary. So, but I will say this: that's also one of the things that makes idol culture so beautiful, is how different it is. This is the only place in the world where after a show, girls line up and you take pictures with them, and they get paid, you get paid, and you get a nice piece of memorabilia of a moment in time that you shared with them, and it's a chance to talk with them, and it's all very regulated, and it's for the most part extremely safe, and it's just something really beautiful. And of course, people on the outside, they don't get it, so yeah, it makes sense that it wouldn't sell or anything. Sad to hear you say it's a waste of money. I don't look at it as a waste even a little bit. See, Dava, you say that, but then you say also that Czechie aren't. You said physical goods outside of Czechie never really sell. When you say physical goods outside of Czechie, you mean Czechie sell, correct? Like you're saying, like at the Idol Lives, you guys do Czechie. Am I understanding you? And also, just because it's thriving, again, I don't know anything really about your area. Um, but what I would say is, I've seen people overseas try to imitate idol culture, and they do it very poorly, and they think that means it's thriving, and it isn't. It means they're doing a really bad job of imitating Japanese culture because they assimilate their own culture into it a little too much. Then it becomes something else, and I'm very, very against that. I think if you're gonna do Japanese idol stuff, do Japanese idol stuff. Occasionally throwing in some of your own cultural things is fine, I suppose, as long as you don't ruin the essence of what idol is. But I've also seen it quite the opposite in certain cases. I won't say what group or anything. I don't want to have their fans rain hellfire down on this channel or me, but I will say I've definitely seen it done horribly wrong. It's just if you say it's going great, that's wonderful. That's absolutely great. That's sort of my dream. I'd love to see it do well. So, oh, okay, okay. Well, yeah, I would say maybe that's kind of true here to a certain degree, because bromides and posters tend to be only some you can buy once, versus Checky you can do it's every time it's something you can do. Although that's not always true. Some girls come up with tons of bromides. Zunda just gave me tons of new bromide packs, which I think they're all still here. I don't think anybody's really bought any. Guys, get on them. They're really good. Miyabi Sakura gave me a bunch of bromides that I think are all sold out. So some girls get on that and they take some really nice bromides that are real nice, glossy, very nice. Some posters are kind of expensive to print, not in bulk. If you do it in bulk, it gets cheap, but then you have tons of posters that maybe won't sell. I have literally what takes up the most room in my place are posters. I have just stacks of probably a couple thousand posters are just sitting here, that need to be sold. But they're hard. They're also hard to pack and everything. So, in a way, I'm kind of glad they don't sell because they're like one poster can take me like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to pack. Just because I have to pack them so ridiculous because of the rules here. JP Post only allows me to ship in a certain size container, and it's just dumb. But yeah, I don't know. I can understand what you're saying there, Dava. Like, certain things do sell. I know on my site, for example, on Idol Underworld, t-shirts don't sell. They just don't sell. I have literally, I'm looking right now, 7, 8 shelves of t-shirts. And I should preface by saying they do sell, but see, you can only sell one. And then once you get it, it's like, well, you're not going to buy more. So they just sit here if I don't get a lot of people to get them. So, see, and that's another thing about posters, right? You have to, at some point, you're going to end up putting posters over posters, which I actually knew a girl once that did that for Nine Inch Nails. She was obsessed with Nine Inch Nails. She had so many posters covering every inch of her walls and her ceiling. She actually had to start putting posters on them. It's pretty insane, to walk in there. It's like such a shrine to Trent. No, yeah, that's another issue. Posters tend to get pretty crazy. That's why most recently I'm trying to do A4 size posters. Like, I like big posters, but I think A4 makes more sense for a lot of people because you can put out several in a row as opposed to one poster taking up a whole wall. So, like, I think for Hana's new, for her CD, I wanted to do a big poster, but I'm thinking, maybe an A4 might be better. So I can get posters really cheap here though. For like 100 posters I can get for, what is it? I think like $50 or something. I actually have some posters too, Julio. I have you can't see back here, but like if you just walked right over there, I have Kasame's poster, Miho's poster, Hana's flyer, a flyer from one of my shows. I have Hanako-san. I have something from Andy Warhol, and then in my other room, I have some of my photo book posters. So yeah, Dava, please send me whatever you can. Send me some links. Of course, I'm happy to check out your world and your culture. Sounds fascinating. I just wish you can get some of my girls over there now that we can travel. Miho and Anna Kosame, we all I want to bring idols to your part of the world. So man, if you're back at all in organizing or you know anybody can do it, hit me up. If anybody can pay for my girls to come over, or at least Miho, we'll be over there next week. Seriously. Wow, that's insane, Sven. That's right. Yeah, merchandise sales tend to be crap here too at live shows. And Czechia are really the only thing that sell. For example, Aphrodite, I don't even think he brings CDs anymore. He could sell them. I think he might have two CDs in his bag. Yes, Multisun has in his bag. Like it's just Checky. Like literally, that's all anybody buys. They don't even ask for anything else. Occasionally when they do get new merch, those sell. Like if Aphrodite were to come out with a new T-shirt, I guarantee he'd sell quite a few, including I'd be wearing one, which is weird because I don't have a shirt of theirs and I fucking work for the guy. But I just think after you buy that initial round, they don't sell. My girls, Hana, Kosame, Miho, all have shirts. The only thing that I've sold out of completely was Miho's anime shirt. So I wish that I could get more of those, but it's like 500 something, $600 for me to order 25, 30 shirts or something. Or it's somewhere, it's a little more. I mean, it's 300, 340, 350, 400. It's somewhere in that large gap that I wish I could tell you, but it's been so long since I've ordered any shirts. So if I can get that money, I'd order more. I just don't have it. Yeah, I would love to put stuff there. It's just that yeah, I just know it would probably like with the air conditioner, maybe I don't know. I just felt like I shouldn't, but I have carpets on the wall actually to keep sound because I learned that if you put carpets on walls and you leave a little space in between the wall and the carpet, like it actually blocks sound. So I actually have it behind my computer too. So I got a bunch of like decent carpets there, which I thought was cool. So oh dude, I'd love to get some more anime shirts, man. I like I said, I'm pretty much sold out, but I just don't have any money to get new ones, and just buying one it's like 50 bucks or something. Like it's stupid. You have to buy bulk, obviously, to get the sales of those. Yeah, Dava, if you can, I don't have to. I mean, my rule is this: if I'm going to take anybody overseas, Miho has to go. That's a requirement. But I can bring other idols. I got a lot of access as long as airplane tickets are paid for and hotels are paid for. They'll go. And that's all we need. And so literally could I Miho wants to go to your part of the world so fucking bad, and it would be so much fun to bring idols over there, but we just don't have any money. So we're trying to figure that out. Actually, we have some things that are going on overseas. Like I said, I have an American show that I'm working on right now. That's definite. It's just figuring out what I'm going to do, and then I have something else that just popped up today, which is insane. It's a hell of an offer, but I don't. Again, I just no money, so I don't know if we can do it. I guess I'll be talking about that a little later, but not right now. Hey, twin brothers share everything. He got one. Ah, nice, nice, very cool, Sven W. Um, I wanted to make some more T-shirts for my birthday show, like a commemorative T-shirt for that day, and put all the groups on the back. But I don't know how to profit split that. I don't know. I'm not even sure what the rights are, things like that. I have to talk to Miho and Hana about that because they might actually know a little more. But if it's not going to be a big headache, I might do that because I'll definitely make my money off that. I'm not worried about that at all. Plus, it'd be cool to have a commemorative shirt. We'll see. I have no. I don't really have any releases coming out that would justify putting out another shirt. I do have some ideas for shirts. I know Kasame me wanted to do another shirt, but I'm just not sure. It's like they just don't sell that as much. Like I still have stacks of Kasame shirts. I got stacks of Miho's shirts or Doubt shirts. I got Hana shirts. So it's just like, I don't sell them that much. I mostly my sales go Checky, CDs, I would say DVDs, and then like t-shirts, wristbands, bromide or wristbands, t-shirts, bromides. Although bromides have been selling a lot more lately. The special goods, things like that, you know, sort of where that all goes. So very cool. Yeah. Man, I'm so excited for this summer though. It looks like everything's been going. I mean, Hana's birthday show really reinvigorated it. So for me, I feel like I'm on fire with stuff now. So I'm very excited for the next couple months for sure. Yeah, well, yeah, I love shirts like that. I love festival shirts, and I think it would be really really cool to do a lot of shirts for that. But the problem is, I'd want to do quite a bit, and there's 50 groups, and like of course if the members want to buy the shirts they can. When Miho did Kankaku Logic's festival last year, we were allowed to buy t-shirts, and like Kultura-chan said, like if you want to buy a shirt it's this much, and so we did. That was cool, but I think it's also another thing I have to worry about that day, and I don't know how much staff I'm actually going to have. It might just again just be me and a couple people, and I'm gonna have my hands so full that day. To give out T-shirts to everybody that's going to show up is going to be a pain in my ass. Although if I can find somebody to just sit there and sell the T-shirts and give the T-shirts to people, then totally want to do it. Plus, of course, get you guys to have the ability to have access overseas is also important. But then it'd be a matter of how many shirts I should make and who all would be on it. It's gonna be weird if I can't put every group on it. And so you know what I mean. So I don't know. Like I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, logistics is always where it gets difficult for me, because I'm not a logistics person per se, and also even if I am, I get so like caught up in like for example, what happened on his birthday live, where the recording was because of my phone being broke, it was vertical. Shit like that, that's out of my hands, and then I have to deal with it, and I have to put out fires, and I don't like doing that. When I'm at shows, I want to do one thing, and that's make sure everybody gets paid, everybody has a good show, and if anybody has any problems, I'm right there to solve them, which I was on Sunday. Thankfully, there were no problems on Sunday. There was not zero. Everybody had a great show. I had shit organized though. I had shit really organized, except for one stupid thing, and this is logistics. Hana's opening song, Explorer. I made a CD for it. Didn't bring it out of all the fucking things. So thank God I had her CD as CDRs, and so we could do Explorer that way because I didn't have it on anything else, and so I saved the day, but man, that would have been bad. I would have had to go all the way home to get the CD. And I still to this day I don't know where the fucking CD is at. I might still be in my CD player, because I'm just like, what the fuck happened to it? Because I remember making it. So that was crazy. And then after the show, Matcha's group's CD couldn't be found. They couldn't find it anywhere, and it's a big deal to return the CDs to the idols after the shows. And they were coming to me for that. I'm like, I have nothing to do with your CD. Like that's always the job of the PA person. PA person's looking at me like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's your job. And then turns out that when she had given me the CDs, it was during Bupon. She had slipped in Matcha's groups with my CDs. So thank God I looked at my CDs. I'm like, here's Matcha's CD. Why do I have it? Like I wasn't even looking because I was so busy running around doing checky and of all the idols and dealing with like merch. And like the girl just gave it. I just pick it up, I just throw it in my backpack. I don't even look at it. 'Cause why would I? And yeah, here it was. It was Matcha's CD was in there, and the girls were so happy I found it. But logistics stuff like that can pile up. Dava, what you said makes absolutely no sense. Idol culture is Woda culture. Like if you are it only Woda's stuff only happens at idol shows, or rather it's specific to idols. They go hand in hand. So when you say they don't understand and care about idol culture, what specifically are you talking about? Because what you just said, it is idol culture. Very interesting statement, but doesn't make any sense. Or maybe you're talking about something else, because there's a lot to idol culture, so maybe you're referring to something else. But yeah, I wish a lot more people would do that here. I'd want to see people doing screaming, lifting, all that. It's getting back to it though. A lot more shows like Aphrodite show on Monday. My God, that well, first of all, those girls are just leveling up every month. Every week they get better and better. Their fans are getting much more maniacal. They were lifting like crazy on Monday night. It was so much fun. Me and Yasmol-san were laughing our asses off, having a great time. Not laughing at them, like laughing at like excitement and joy. Mofo Rose, the guest idols that were really good, by the way. Their producers were laughing and smiling because it's, Shinjuku Heist is a very small venue. The fans were just having a great time. It was really fun. One fan ended up on the stage. I almost had to jump over the table and grab him. He was just laying there. He fell and like he almost hit Maya. But Maya just backed up, thankfully, just at the right time. So ew, that's disgusting, Dava. No more talk of that. Yeah. That is not cool. Not cool. There's a reason why they're idols. There's a reason that you can date artists, you can't date idols. Ew, that's disgusting. That makes my skin crawl. That's disgusting. Well, some idols you can ask for photo shoots here too. If they're Chica idols and they don't have any managers and you want to do a photo shoot and they're open to it, you very much can do that. But that's not as creepy as just dating one. And also, if you just want to do a photo shoot and it's paid thing, idols do that all the time. Usually through management, but I know a lot of cheek idols that do it directly. Side note on that, I had asked one idol to do stuff like that, and she seemed like she was all about it. And boy, did I get the typical Shikojire Chica idol. Yeah, let's do it. And then total ignoring, and so disappointing considering who it was. And they seemed so happy to do it. But welcome to Japan. Lying is okay here. Thank you, Julio. I agree. It was I learn more and more. I learn more and more as I do this to put out certain fires certain ways and stuff. And yeah, that's very much cool. So let me just tell you this, Dava. If a fan is dating an idol and it's not true love between the both, if it's true love, I have no problem with it as long as they keep it private, out of the spotlight. Because true love, I don't think should be regulated by anybody or anything. But it's usually not. It's just two horny people wanting to have sex. Um, they're not fans. They can't even call themselves a fan. Sorry, they're not. They're absolutely not a fan because they're disrespecting idol. Period. There's huge reasons for why that cannot happen. Now again, it happens. I know, and certainly idols. I mean, if you think they're these like virginal angels from heaven, I mean, you can K-fob that all you want and believe it. Sure, why not? But I know idols that have kids, idols that are currently pregnant and being idols. I know idols that are married. I know idols that are dating multiple people at the same time. I know idols that date fans and fuck fans and aren't cool. Um, that doesn't make them really part of idol culture at all, I say. I think it goes against everything. Again, if it's real love, there, I think it transcends idol in that case. But how many people actually have that? You know what I'd say? You know what I mean? Like if you met like I think there was a story about a fan who met an idol or got to marry his favorite idol, and I actually thought that was pretty beautiful. I think some people are just connected. Some people, I'm just gonna pretend you didn't say that, Bella, because I like you, and it's all good. But I'm gonna say like, you know, how do I put it? I think some people are they're really drawn to each other for whatever reason, under whatever circumstance, and I don't think that should be ignored. But what I think is what I think is necessary for the fantasy of idol to be expressed in a creative way properly, that kind of dating culture needs to take take a second step back and not be part of the discussion of idol or idol fans. And if it happens, it should be done privately and discreetly and not really be the focus. But you got to also think about it. Idol's got a husband or a boyfriend and she has a fight with him, and then she has to perform and she doesn't give her best to the fans because she's all pissed off at her boyfriend. I mean, is it really fair to the fan who spends thousands of dollars on her every month as her Oshi? It's not fair. And a lot of them, they're young, and I think it's not fair to the fans that really give their all in the fantasy thing. And yeah, and these fans, they're very much understand these girls might have boyfriends and stuff, but it just no one even to talk. It's like not a discussion point. It never is. I mean, I never hear about it. Um, like I would never tell anybody who I know that has, boyfriends and are married or things like I would never tell that because that's just how it is. It's so private and it doesn't have a place in Idol. It doesn't need to be, you know? I don't have a problem with it necessarily. It doesn't have a place. What I have a problem with is when it actually becomes a point of public discussion, or it becomes something where it's something people are like proud, or it interferes with the group or what the group's doing. You know what I mean? I don't think that's good. I think, we all make mistakes. We all have to learn from those mistakes. I think my current policy, my current policy right now is, I have no interest, nor do I want to, at any way, shape, or form, fuck an idol or a fan or a staff member. I have zero interest in it, and it's just learning that the hard way, and learning that through a lot of experience in this business. It's not something that works, because if you start doing that, it ends up being a very bad thing. Well, Dava, I would say then that I don't really know if those people are, again, if they're being private about it, then whatever, I guess. It's a little different, I guess, if you have staff dating idols because they work together. I can understand that closeness, and I can be sympathetic to it. But I also think, don't make it part of the situation. Don't make it part of the group. You know what I mean? Like, if an idol manager or staff if they really truly love each other, and they want to have a relationship outside of idol, uh, go have fun, but just keep it outside of idol. Don't make it part of what you're doing. You got to think about the other girls in the group, that are going to suffer if you don't do that. Let's say a group works really, 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 really hard to get to the top, and then an idol comes out and is like, yeah, I'm fucking this fan, and this other idol's fucking the manager, and this other idol's fucking a staff person. And then all the fans are like, well, yeah, fuck you. And then they disappear. All that work goes down the drain again, because idol's a very specific fantasy. It's a very specific thing. Um, and again, Westerners don't get that. And a lot of people outside of Japan don't get that. And exactly. Sven W said it exactly. Just don't fuck your coworkers. Again, if you have to because you love them and they love you, there is a way out in that sense. I don't disagree with that at all. I think love trumps all. But I also think very few people in this business love each other. It's just simply, oh, you're nearby and I can fuck you. I mean, look at the president. Look at President of America. Why do you think Bill Clinton fucked Monica Lewinsky? He didn't do it because she's gorgeous or anything. He did it because she was there. She was familiar. She was close by. It was convenient. And so I think that's what it is in most cases. It's not an actual love connection. And then again, even if it does happen, great. I think it's doing a disservice to idol fans to presume that they're stupid and naive and think that their idols aren't dating somebody, but they just don't think about it, and it doesn't become part of discussion, and nobody cares. Like, the only people that seem to care about that are Westerners and people that want to look into the idol world and think it's creepy or say it's against women's rights and all this other bullshit, because they don't understand the setup. I hate to use this, but it's like, if you go to your favorite cafe. Yes, man, exactly. I bet you he does it. I'll have some good times there. No, but it's like, if you go to your favorite cafe You're there regularly. Every week you go there, and the same waitress waits on you. And you start to develop a relationship with her. I mean, you're buying stuff from her, she's serving you, and you're having those talks, your conversations, and you get to know her even, and you have some personal talk. But at the end of the day, you go home to your home, she goes home to her home, and there's no connection. You're not. She has her life, and you have your life, and when you leave that restaurant, that's where your lives go separate directions. And 99.9% of all fans and staff and people in this business, I think, get that. I think there are some that don't. There are some creep fans that want, like idols sell dreams. That's their job. And as Sven said, there are some dreaming of dating idols, kind of a dream. Sure, it's creepy, as Sven says, but it's there. And some idols, they play into that. There are some idols that have been breaking that huge, like, no, 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 don't do it wall, and they'll play along with that idea. But at the end of the day, like, why would you even want to date an idol? Because again, if it goes wrong, you've just lost your relationship to them. You were lost your possible place in the community that you were part of every week, at every idol show. You've lost it because no one's going to want you there, and you might not even be allowed to go there. Staff might be like, "You're not allowed." And then next thing you know, you're outcast. That girl's gonna be outcast. Never mind the psychology of what that might do to the girl who's worked her ass off to be in the group, all because you guys had a moment of weakness that you couldn't keep your dick in your pants. And it's just, you know what I mean? Again, and I have to keep repeating this. If you have a real connection with anybody in this world, go for it. Go for it. You're not wrong. I firmly believe that in my heart. But if you respect this business and if you've been in it long enough, I think you start to understand why those rules are in place, and it's important to keep them. There's so many idols that I work with that I think are beautiful. There's so many idols that I have very good relationships with on a working level. There's some that I know personally. I know them and their lives. I know who they are. I know their real names. I know where they live. I know all kinds of stuff that none of you ever will. But that information is precious to me. It's private. It's something that I don't take for granted. And the only reason why I know those things is because it's helpful to get them to where they need to go. Maybe if I understand this girl likes to cut herself, maybe I can help her cut herself in the right place so she doesn't kill herself. And then maybe I can help her stop cutting herself. And maybe I can understand why she's cutting herself and maybe get to that root problem, the reason why she's doing it, and then fix that problem, which rarely ever happens. And I'm not Superman, and I don't think I have that ability ever, but sometimes it's good just to know there's somebody there for you. And I have relationships like that with certain idols where they listen. Sorry, who is this? I don't know who you are. Identify. Is it Terry? Oh, hey, hi, long Osachi Birdie. Everybody, it's Terry from Alternative Idol Facebook group. Hello. So happy Terry's here. It's so rare that I ever get to say hi to him. So I think overall that's sort of my take on it, is that you live and you learn, you make mistakes, people grow, and I think at this end of the day, idol is what it is. And are there people that don't do that stuff? It's definitely a reality, but I don't know. It's not as much as people would think, and it's not a big deal. I think it's more of a big deal overseas than it is here. I guess I'll leave it at that. Yeah, thank you for stopping in. I'm so happy to have Terry here. I respect Terry so much because he's one of the very first people I think to ever really get online and draw so much attention to Chica Idol and alternative idols, and still keeping it going on his page. And if you guys aren't part of Alternative Idol Facebook, get over there and join, because Terry takes care of everybody. And Terry always has a lot of rational thoughts about stuff. Terry, we're just talking about the love band because Dava is saying that where are you at, Dava? Indonesia? Um, he he's saying that there's some idol staff that have been dating idols, or idol fans have been dating idols. And we were just talking, I was just sort of reiterating the whole concept of the love band and where it is today and stuff. So Indonesia, thank you, Dava. Yeah, and Dava was saying that they have a really good WOTA culture there, but they don't ascribe to certain things, and the overall idol ideology, such as like maybe keeping the walls between idols and staff, idols and fans, and things like that very clear. And I think that's certainly an issue. I would feel, and not so safe for the idols, particularly. But I don't know. That's kind of what we were talking about. Also, just talking about got a lot of stuff coming up. My Terry, my birthday live. I don't know if you'd heard or whatever, but August 11th, in Shinjuku Loft, I'm gonna have my birthday live. There's gonna be 50 idol groups. I'm gonna use both stages. Um, it's gonna be insane, man. The lineup I have for that is ridiculous. And then August 12th, we're doing an off Kai, and then August 13th, Sagamo Shishio, we're doing an all day event from morning till night with idols, artists, bands, and stuff. So, oh, you're coming back next week? Oh, dude, awesome. I hope I can see you at a show. How long you coming over for this time? You coming over for just a week, 2 weeks, couple? And why are you coming over? You just coming over because you miss it? Or is there a particular event you're trying to get to? That's great, Terry. Awesome. Terry's got a lot of good things to say about Idol. He's one of the smartest dudes I know about this business. No bullshit. Ah, Melon. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they got their tour finale. That's wonderful. You're going to have a great time. Melon always puts on a fantastic show. Actually, for my birthday live, Poppy will be playing. So Poppy's going to have a pretty big spot on my show because I've gotten to know Poppy really, really, really well. Really love those two girls like a lot. And they've played a couple of my shows in the past. Yeah, they played some of my shows. Miho gets along with them really well. And the one fan of theirs, the girl in the white shirt, she's always wearing a white shirt, but she used to be an old Melon Batake, or she used to be an old Bell Ring fan. She comes to every one of their shows, and like she is such a joy to have at my shows because she just really goes crazy. Like she goes batshit insane, even during the pandemic. She's like, I don't care. Like it was insane. You're back in October, November. That's wonderful, man. Awesome. Yes, exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about. She's so much fun. And every time I see her, she's one of the few girls, like fan girls, I would actually give a hug to because she's so funny and she always goes nuts. Like I love when she's there because she brings the energy of the crowd up. And at my show, my birthday show, there's no rules. So I'm gonna have lifting, mixing, chant. You can jump off stage. I don't give a fuck. Anything's allowed. So especially because we're doing both the main room at Loft and we're gonna do the side room where that small stage you can just there's no barrier. So it's going to be fucking awesome. I'm so excited for it. So that's great, man. I wish you were coming over when my birthday was, though, but I'm happy you're going to be here, man. Definitely, if you have a moment or we can cross paths, let's do it. Aphrodite, I don't know if you have any interest in Aphrodite, but every Monday they do like a Techie Cohen, and they have been really fun. There's no rules. They've been getting a lot of people at them, and like the last one I was just talking about it. I mean, the lifting was insane, and it's so much fun. And I'm there every Monday as their staff. So if we have a chance to cross paths, that would be really cool. But that's wonderful. I'm sure it is busy, right? I mean, when you come over, that's what's so cool about a lot of the overseas fans is when they come here, it's like they have to really map out because there's so many shows. It's like, well, which one do I want to go? Because I'm only here so long, so that every moment's really precious. I really get that. Miho has a show on Friday, and then next week, shit, I don't. My next show will be June 2nd at Space Cube. That has Okinawa Sayachan, Daydream Nation, Miho's into Akane, and a couple Marina, this transgender idol who's really cool, and a bunch of other two more idols. That's my show I'm putting on. If you got nothing going on, you want to check out a really cool show. That's on it's we always do the first Friday of every month. So that's the yeah, June 2nd. That's a Friday. So if you have nothing going on, let me know. And yeah, you're right. Conflicting shows. When I used to come here as a fan, that was my biggest problem was I had so many shows to go to. I didn't know what to do. So basically for me, when I was coming, like Guso was always first. I always had Guso Drop was my number one slotted group. Any show they did, I was here. Then next was Yanamu. And then next was Hanako-san. So I only went to those three. Oh, wonderful. Seitan-san on Friday. That's awesome. All right, Dava, thank you so much for bringing up some great points, and I hope you have a great night. And if you do end up talking to any of the staff or the anybody over there in Indonesia that wants to bring idols over and can afford it, let me know. Hit me up. I'll be happy to make something happen. Oh, geez, I don't know if I want to now. I don't want any of the staff getting a little creepy. But okay. No, yeah, Satansai on a Friday. Awesome. So you know what's weird here in Japan is it seems like there haven't been all these shows on Fridays, which is weird. It's always like Saturday and Sunday, but maybe not so much anymore. I think Radamu from Aphrodite. I think her Satansai might be on Friday. It's that Vamkin. Vamkin, Terry. I don't think you were here. I don't think you were here when Vamkin started, but Vamkin's like a new venue that everybody's going to. So I'm sure at some point you're gonna end up at Vamkin. You'll like it, dude. It's a nice fucking venue. It's right along this. There's a Don Quixote. It was a Saxa, I think. And then if you go around, there's like an elevator you got to get to. So so don't. They say it's in the donkey. It's like the eighth floor of the donkey. That's not true. It's like the eighth floor of the building the donkey's a part of. But the donkey there only goes up to like the fourth floor. So just a little tip: if you go to Bamkin, there's an elevator around the side, and you got to go to that, and that'll take you to the eighth floor. So yeah, dude, I'm sure it's nuts. I'm sure you're gonna be going 2-3 shows. That's how it is. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those fucking venues where you're like, where the goddamn fuck is the goddamn door? Because the venues are either in the basement of hell of a building where you're going like B1, like Heist is B2. The Heist is underneath Science. Like there's basement 1 is Science, basement 2 is Heist. Crazy. It's either that or you're up on some floor in some building. It doesn't look like it would even have a venue. Like you're just like, huh? Like I know there's that one big ass building in Shinjuku and Kabukicho next to the big hotel. It looks like it's a big office, and you go up there, and then you go up to like the 13th floor, and it's just a big fucking venue, and you're just like, what the fuck? Because it looks like salarymen work there. Yeah, Heist is B2 of the Science. So if you go to Shinjuku Science and you go down the steps, right where the door is for Science, when you're about to walk in, there's more steps going down. You have to go down those steps. Usually at Science, that's where they have the person stand there to get your ticket to go into Science. But there's steps there. You have to go down those steps and more steps and more steps. Heist is literally down in hell. And it's so small, you almost think you're going to a closet. But then when you're in there, it's pretty fucking cool. It's one of those venues too that has a really high ceiling. So you're like, how the fuck did this happen? It's so insane, the architecture. Oh yeah, if you're at Heist, well, Aphrodite does their shows every Monday at Heist. And so that's how I know. And also Tokyo Orin Monogatari does a lot of shows there, and I'm working with them a lot now. And so they do a lot of shows at Heist, and so does Exceptional Imperial Collection, or Peerless, if you want to use that. I've heard both. And Matcha, that's Matcha's group. They do a lot of stuff there. So I'm there a lot now. But yeah, when I first went there, Terry, I was like, I literally thought I was in the wrong place. So yeah. Oh, dude, Orin are fucking amazing. And what's best about them is their manager is so cool. They got Rita, who's half Australian and speaks English. They actually got some new members too, I think. And they're just wonderful. I am having such joy working with them. And they're playing my birthday live, actually. They're going to be on there as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. So yeah. Man, dude, you got a lot of great groups to see. I'm sure you're going to have so much fun coming back here after all this time. And yeah, go crazy, man. Have a great time. It's a different landscape for sure, but you still see what by the time you get back here next week, I'd say it's like every week it's getting increasingly back to 2019 thinking. Like people are starting to do lifting a lot now. People aren't wearing masks in venues. Like it's starting to get back. So I think by the end of the summer, it's going to get back to normal. Much sooner I anticipate. It depends on the venue you go to. Some venues and some groups, they're like really still 2019 thinking, like, nope, gotta wear a mask, be careful. But dude, it has been, man. It's been a minute. A lot of fans are coming over after not being here for a while, and it has been a minute. But that's what's so great, man. You guys are gonna come over here. We're gonna have a great time. Enjoy, man. A lot of idols have been missing their foreign fans, and believe me when I tell you, you're all welcome, because I've missed everybody so much. It's been really weird to be the only fucking foreigner at shows for 2 years, and then now all of a sudden I'm seeing foreigners everywhere, and it's been really nice. It's been really nice. Not weird bad, like weird good. So I hope I can see you at a show, Terry. I hope I can give you a big hug, man. Terry's been just one of those people, guys. If you're watching, he's been one of those guys. It's been he's been doing this a long time. He knows his fucking shit. And if you guys, anybody's watching, if you want to get an education, talk to this guy. He knows what he's talking about. Yeah, some idol groups have been coming over here and there. I know I wanted to take Hanako-san over, but we ended up going to America instead. It was way cheaper, but we had a plan to come to Germany. We still do. We want to come to Germany, maybe go to England. I just, again, it's just money. I have no money to do it, and I can't be taking risks like I was anymore. If I had money, I mean, I'd be taking them over in 2 seconds. There's so many idols that want to go. So actually, they couldn't, man. Terry, they said they couldn't support me at all, which sucks. No, they've been booking stuff though. No, let me retract. Like they can easily hook me up with the venue. They're great at that. It's just no money. Like I have no income coming in from anybody. So like the Hanako-san show I did, that was pure trust of fans to pay what they paid. But I lost no money on it. I actually made money. Fans bought so much goddamn check-in merch on that one show that I paid for the venue, I paid for the VIP, I paid for, yeah, dude. But it's Hanako-san, it's like duh. But I knew she would do that. But I couldn't take, like, I could probably take Miho certain places, and I think she'd be okay because Miho is my number one seller on my site. She always beats everybody. Hanako-san's the only one that ever is even close. But I think it's safer to take idols that a lot more people know, if that makes sense. But that's not my thing. I like taking people nobody knows. Okinawa Sayachan, I think, would do really good overseas, so I want to take her. But again, it's getting those name draws, and that maybe I could take a risk and pay for the tickets. But even now, I don't even have the money to do that. Like I had money to pay for Hanako-san's ticket. I don't have the money to do that now at all. So it's like I can't even do it. Oh, awesome, awesome. Yeah, Hanako-san's great. She's even better than you might imagine, man. Like she has upped her game times 10. But I'm actually, like I said, I'm focusing on my birthday show here. I do have an American show set up in the fall. I just got to get all the details kind of figured out, but it's pretty much a done deal. And then I would like to go. There's a couple other places, but again, it's just figuring out the money situation, But Germany's number one on the list because everybody there has been doing a great job of booking, as you said, and I know that Axel and all those guys are really great. And we originally wanted to take Hanako, and they were all for it. They were going to help me, but it just the money situation versus America. I got me and Hanako. I got our plane tickets beyond cheap. It was ridiculous. Yeah, dude, it's fucking endless. I got so much going on. So much going on. But that's normal. That's what I do. I'm Mr. Multitask. But yeah. Guys, it's so good to talk with all of you guys. I've been on for a couple hours, man. Jesus. Well, don't forget. Yeah, exactly. Got to stay busy here, or else you slip even a little bit, you're eating combini food forever, which I pretty much do now. But I love what I do, so it's worth it. Don't forget, guys, on the 20th, Miho, Hana, Kasami will be doing their second ever online Tiki session for all of you. You can get tickets at Idol Underworld. Also, June 2nd is my show at Space Cube. It's Idol Underworld's Tiki Cohen. It's our second one. First one was a total success. This one I expect to be even better. On that one, Zunda Akane, Okinawa Denshin Electric Girl Sayachan, Daydream Nation, Miho, Marina, Mishina, and then a couple other. And you can buy live stream tickets. You can reserve for them. Make sure you do that so the girls get paid. Also, you can buy commemorative checky. I will take the checky during the event, and then I will mail that to you at some point later in the future. If got 10 so you get it quick. You don't, I'll hold on to it. And then Hana's CD, Micro Nano Pico, her very first album is out now for pre-order. You can pick that up now. We'll do pre-orders till the end of this month. I should be getting the CDs first or second week of June, depending on how shitty the distro service mail is. I will also be getting Miho's next single out there. Um, it's done. We just got to get the CD cover done. I think Miho wants to debut that song on the second. I want her to debut it much sooner, but that's up to her. But that I think for sure will be debuted on this. It'll be played on the second, so it's something else to look forward to if you haven't got your live stream. And then Miho's photo book. I'm finished with the final. I'm pretty much finished with it, but I haven't even showed it to Miho, so she might be like, "No, this all sucks." I might have to start over. But if she likes it, then I'll be setting that up. We'll be setting up like an event for that because that was my promise. It's one of those things I said before. I don't really want to get into anything new, but I promised Miho I would do a photo book event for this one and also for her first photo book because she never got a chance to do it because of COVID. So I'd like to do it for both her books. And so we'll be doing an event for that. And then also, you like I said, if you can come over during August at some point, August 11th, 12th, 13th, there's my weekend, my birthday weekend. Got all those events, my birthday show, the Sagamo show, Off-Kai. Also, Miho will be doing an Off-Kai here this summer at an aquarium with fans. We're going to go to an aquarium and look at fish and take checky and have fun. I haven't figured out the date yet, but once I get that, you guys, if you're in Japan, you can buy a ticket for that. Also, Miho will be doing a Zoom fan meeting for overseas fans. We'll be getting that done as well. Off-Kais are so much fun. Miho's only done 2 Off-Kais. The first one was so much fun. We went to Yokohama and just had a great time. And actually, there were several people there, which was impressive. The second one we did for Baby Metal fans who were in town for Baby Metal show at the beginning of April. And we had some fans show up. We did karaoke. We did Baby Metal songs and karaoke. It was so much fun. So this new Off-Kai, we're going to go to an aquarium and enjoy it. So I love aquariums. I love jellyfish. So I'm excited she said that. That wasn't my idea. So I was like, oh, yeah, I get to go. Very nostalgic, right? So yeah, so it should be a good time. Terry, man, when you get here, send me a message or whatever. If you got any time or whatever, let me know. I'd love to just grab some lunch with you. Let's just shoot the shit. Let's talk about life and stuff. Again, man, I miss you. So I'm happy you're coming. And again, thank you for all that you do for Idols, and thank you for keeping the fire burning alive for so many groups. And I hope you go crazy at Melon, dude. Lose your shit there. Their shows are insane. They got a lot of old Necroma fans. A lot of Necroma fans jumped Necroma's ship because of all the stuff that happened. So they're all over at Melon now. So you're going to be amongst a lot of familiar faces, and you're gonna have a good time. Melon shows are the best. Yeah, they're gonna be so happy to see you, Terry. It's gonna be a homecoming for sure. Yeah, and if you're free during the daytime, yeah, if you're anywhere near Shibuya or something, that's usually good for me to meet. And there's some places around there I know that we can go if you're interested. I don't know. If we can meet up, great. Just shoot me a message or something if you're free. You're like, hey, dude, I'm open. Let me know, and maybe we can try to get together or something. But I'm gonna sign off, guys, because it's like 1 something in the morning, and I gotta get up early to do some stuff. So thank you guys so much. I had so much fun talking to you guys, and such a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Oh, you're gonna be 10-15 minutes from Shiji. Okay, cool. That's perfect then. Yeah, then we'll definitely have to get together. So I hope I can get some good rest too. And again, much appreciated all the lovely talk that we had tonight. And feel free to go get your commemorative checky from the June 2nd show, because I just put it up so you guys can get it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Sven, don't go anywhere. I got to talk to you in a bit, okay? So if you have time, I'd like to talk with you. I'll give you a call here in a bit. I gotta talk to AG first, and then I'm gonna give you a call. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. You have a good one. Good night. Bye-bye.